But with this, let's kind of round up a bit Q3 review, actually with just one question. U-Zyn, yeah, my partner in crime here. Yeah, we started this together 1.5 years ago. It's been a super crazy ride. Really couldn't do this without you. You're such an amazing person to work with. What was your highlight for Q3? And then I think we're gonna lead it straight over to maybe a bit on who are we hiring on the tech side, and then give us a bit of a sneak peek from your end for Q3, because I guess that's what most people then really want to wait or are waiting for.
Hey everyone, yeah, U-Zyn here. Yeah, I'm so glad that the company has grown so much, and now these transparency report, we have more team members joining, and uh, we have a big team right now. We have about 30 members right now. Like a quarter ago, we were at 20, so we were growing like 50% in a quarter. I think that's just insane, and we're hiring all the great people. Like the synergy is really there, even from day one when they join. It just works so well. Before I answer the highlight for Q3, I think I want to give a few shout outs as well to a few other team members. Like on the operations side, Bettina, Ying, Sylvia, and various others. I think they've really done a great job at operations. And personally, I work a lot now, not directly with engineers anymore. Now I work more closely with team leads and design. So I work very close with Ben and Ahmed, Stephen, and various other team leads, and design with Ian directly on UX and UI design, and Chimdi put up all the great work on the design side. So my highlight is actually that we have
And
worked out a
Ezra, who's
flow.
saving our legal ass all the time when we're
Right.
pushing too hard.
Right. How can we forget it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yep. Yep. Yeah. Everything like David as well. It's like really amazing. Yep. So my highlight would be something that's in the background, not so much facing, but the fact that in the company now we have quite a good workflow when we want to roll out new product, when we roll out new feature, we have quite a good workflow now. So we have a focus group. We talk about operations. We talk about what to do on the UI side. We talk about what to do on the UX. We talk about what to do on the engineering side. How's the design side gonna work? How's the marketing side gonna work? How does the content side gonna work? So everything's come together so fast. That's how we can roll out all the features so quickly in this short period of time. And sneak peek like Q4, you're gonna see more and more explosive things gonna come from us. So this is gonna be really exciting. So yeah, I'm just really happy about working with everyone in the team, and especially you, Julian. And this just a great journey, and yeah, we're just gonna continue baking more and more great cakes, and it's gonna get
Yes.
higher and higher, bigger and bigger.
Cool. Do you want to share a bit? I think, let's shift a bit gears here. Share a bit on what's happening, what's coming up. I think the screen share should work. I think you have prepared a couple of things here.
Okay, before I get to that, I'm just gonna quickly also shout out. I mean, just gonna quickly mention about a few tech hires that we are looking for. We have grown our technical team a lot, and we still continue to look out for engineers. We're looking for sysop engineers. We're looking for blockchain engineers. We're looking for JavaScript engineers. Like we're primarily a tech company, so our tech team has grown quite a lot, and we still need more people. You can see how many things that we want to build, and we no matter how many resources that we get engineering, we still need more. So if you're JavaScript engineers, you're blockchain engineers, and especially working with blockchain integration and all of that, please drop me an email, drop our team an email, and we'll talk to you soon.
What regions? That's always a question I also get on social media. What regions should these or can these people come from?
Um, right now we're trying to focus more on the from the Europe side to the Asia side, so that we can have a time zone that we can overlap, so that we can work together. For example, like Fabio is working from Europe, and we have a lot of overlapping time. Right now, we don't have team members from the Americas, but maybe one day we'll get there. But for now, it's gonna be a bit hard for us to work from people in Americas right now, because yeah, we don't have much overlapping time for that. So yeah, so if you're from like Europe and the eastern side, I think that's great. So drop us an email. We will consider we want to get you on board.
Cool.
Cool. Yeah. Let me share what's next. So I think we have kind of teased quite a bit about this. We are getting really, really close about this. So it's liquidity mining at Cake. So this is a I think it'll be a very exciting product that's coming up at Cake. You've heard like yield mining, all of that quite a bit, but liquidity mining on Cake through DeFi chain is going to be a little bit different, but we're going to talk a bit more about that next week on the DeFi chain transparency report. But for today, I'm just going to roughly share about the UX and on what you can expect to liquidity mine on Cake. So one of the vision at Cake is we want to appeal to crypto users like all of you who are fans of crypto, who are fans of blockchain, but who do not want to dive too deep about trying to manage your own private keys and trying to understand how this whole liquidity mining stuff and all of that works. How when should you pull out and all that stuff? You don't have to worry about that. So Cake, we're trying to appeal for people who are big fans of crypto, who want to get exposed to crypto and who wants to get yield out of it, who wants to generate interest out of it. But you can leave all of that to experts at Cake and trust us to do a good job at that. So for that, I just wanna so on the Cake, we're gonna start accepting Bitcoin, ETH, and USDT on two blockchains for each of these tokens. So one Bitcoin, we're gonna have it on Bitcoin blockchain, and we will also be having a Bitcoin on the DeFi chain blockchain as well. So we're gonna have the same token. On Cake, you will only see one balance. You will only see Bitcoin, but if you have a DeFi chain Bitcoin or you have a Bitcoin, you can actually deposit to Cake and they will be merged directly on Cake. So you don't have to worry about two tokens. When you use Cake, you just have to worry about Bitcoin. So the same for ETH and the same for USDT as well. You don't have to worry about both chains. So you can, if you deposit Bitcoin on Cake, you can select you want to get a deposit address on Bitcoin or you want to get a deposit address on DeFi chain. So all of that will be merged directly. And it doesn't matter even if you deposit a Bitcoin, actual Bitcoin, and you want to withdraw a Bitcoin on DeFi chain, you can also select which blockchain you want to withdraw. And the reasons why you want to do that is because DeFi chain, there's the DEX and there's the market as well. You might want to trade on your own on a DeFi chain, and you might want to do that. This is if you know how to navigate DeFi chain. But for most Cake users, I believe, will not be looking to that. So you would want to if you want to sell your Bitcoin, you would withdraw it to an exchange. So that will usually you would select a Bitcoin blockchain for that. And the next part, which is the more exciting part, is the yield farming at Cake. So yield farming, how yield farming works, we'll explain a bit more on DeFi chain transparency report next week. But yield farming, for it to work, you have to supply equal amount of Bitcoin and DFI to yield farm. So if you have that on Cake, you have either balance, you can just supply this into a pool, and you gotta basically just that. You just have to click a button, enter the amount of Bitcoin, and then we will just calculate the amount of DFI that you have to put in, and that's it. You can start yield farming directly, and we're gonna pay out daily. So we process daily. Every 24 hours, you're gonna get a payout, and you don't have to do anything. You just basically, it's kind of like Lapis on steroids. You just get higher return, you get a more frequent payout, and it's gonna be really exciting. So if you do yield farming on Cake, you don't have to worry about private keys. You don't have to worry about the different blockchains and all that. You just have to deposit, click a button on how much you want to yield from, and basically just farm. That's it. You just get your return directly.
Are there going to be minimum lockup times?
24 hours, yeah. If you can actually withdraw before 24 hours if you have to do that, but you're just not going to get the payout for that day. So if you lock up for more than 24 hours, you're going to get a payout for that day. So we will do the cutoff time. Initially, we're planning for 0 UTC, but we might switch it to 8 o'clock UTC so that it coincides with the Lapis batch. So that's at 8 o'clock UTC. Yeah, so you just have to lock up for at least 24 hours. You're going to get 1 day worth of yield farming directly paid out to you. And basically just yield farm and just watch your money grow. That's it. Yeah, and we're gonna integrate with DeFi chain directly on this. And on DeFi chain, yield farming, it's a block level consensus, so it's a little bit different from what you're gonna see on Ethereum. And for that, it's really fast, really safe, really secure. And for the initial market, we're gonna have Bitcoin, Ether, and USDT, and we'll have that all three available on DeFi chain directly. And I think the next big thing is that you would ask, so what is the yield that we're looking at for doing this? For we will talk a bit more on the calculation, but it's if you join this fast, it's gonna look like 300% per year per annum return and paid out daily. So if you join fast and if you stay at that rate, you're gonna triple your money. I mean, at the year, if you stay that rate, obviously the rate's gonna stay that. So if you join early, this is the rate that you're looking at. We can't foresee what the rate is at the end, but this is the APY that we're looking at. There are a lot of other factors on what determines the APY, but just to give an idea, the initial start looking at about 300%. So that should be really, really attractive to everyone. I hope everyone's excited about that.
But can you give a couple of factors on what affects the APY?
Sure. So the APY is calculated based off of how big the pool is. So when the pool is first started, when it's small, if you contribute, let's say the pool is 10 Bitcoin, if you contribute 1 Bitcoin, you're gonna get like close to 10% of that pool's return. So when the pool is like 1,000 Bitcoin, and you contribute 1 Bitcoin, that's gonna be a smaller drop in the ocean. So you're gonna get a less share from the pool, from the yield farming. But I think like even if we have 1,000, we're still gonna look at 70-80% return APY. So that's still gonna be really, really high until we get like 10,000 or 50,000 Bitcoin size of pool. Maybe it will then get reduced a little bit to I don't know, like 20-30%, which is still really, really attractive. Yeah. And this return is given out in DFI. It's not in like some food token that's created with no value. We're giving it out. DeFi chain itself is giving out these yield farming token in actual DFI. So these are all we have markets already available for DFI. So it's going to be really, really exciting. Cool. And it fits directly into the market as well. So you have to supply equal amounts. So you get that token, you get more Bitcoin, you can yield farm even more. So the compound you could do with that is just insane.
Really cool.
Yeah.
From all the things you know that are going to happen in Q4, if you had to pick out one thing that you are most excited about, what is it? Is it what you just presented, or is it something that Ben talks about, or yeah?
Oh, that's a no-brainer. I've been looking forward to your liquidity mining all from I think like Q2, and we're just working so hard towards this, and we're getting so close now. I'm really, really excited every single day working with the team, trying to make this possible.
Cool.
I'm really looking forward to this.
Cool. Great. Thanks, U-Zyn. That's fantastic.